Good afternoon, everyone. Without delay, let's start the meeting now. Any ideal that can implement human resources planning during this COVID-19?
Thank you, Mr. Danan. I truly believe that the pandemic we are facing right now has affected our company performance this year, especially in job environment. Job environment is divided into two levels, which are external environment and internal environment, where both have the chances of leading an employee to feel the increase in stress, anxiety, and uncertainty. By external environment category, we can say that we are unable to focus the condition because the cases are just unpredictable. Even now in our country, we are experiencing the third wave with a rise in number of cases. So far, I think we have to carry on with the new normals such as working from home. So firstly, we have to see the government influences and follow the laws whenever the movement control order is implemented. Like you wouldn't know when it is. Second is the economic condition in this new normal, where we have to follow the demand and supply at current rapid changes. We also have to consider the demographic trend among our employees regarding the work from home concept. In some surveys, it shows that employees that work from home perform better than those who are actually coming to the office for their work. This would be because they have flexible time to finish their job than facing their PC for 8 hours. They are forced to finish a task in minimum time, in which might increase the anxiety and frustration of an employee. By allowing to work from home, they actually get their rest whenever it is necessary. Last but not least, the technology changes where everything is at the tip of a finger, but how about those senior employees in our company? Now in this era, we have so many updates on our technology, so this requires to learn the skill in every update, since we are totally in technology based during this pandemic. So now the question is that, are they ready to accept this challenge, to adapt and do their part? Will they be able to learn the skills required by our company? While the internal factors that impacts the most is the interaction among the employees and managers. As we know, we aren't able to face-to-face interaction. How is it possible for them to report their tasks to their respective managers? I would suggest it would be good to have weekly meeting with their managers to report their tasks. By this, they will be able to manage their performance. At the same time, we can able to see their talent and skill performed during their weekly meetings. So by this, we will have the performance level and data of our company, and also maybe able to focus future references. So that's all from me. Thank you.
I agree with that, but I think that human resources planning is very important during this COVID-19. Human resources planning should be seen as one of anticipating and preparing for an event in an organization. It should be also involve critical thinking about existing arrangement and performance of the employees. In many circumstances, planning can avoid costly mistakes. So that human resources planning is related to the level of productivity in an organization. The ability to maximize employees' potential to forecast are basically described as depending upon personal policies, level of pay in comparison to the market, and the extent of job security. properly planned and designed. Human resources management practice and policy will impact positively on both individual and organizational productivity. For example, during this COVID-19, government has announced working instruction from home to public and private sector workers. This has effect on an organization. As we all know, without planning, an organization does not produce the goods and service that have been said. So, as an organization that manufacture computers, employees must plan for employees so that their vision and mission can be achieved. Without human resources planning, the organization may not be able to take advantage of opportunities. In addition, it may not be prepared for positive traits, may be unable to choose alternative careers and may lack focus of guide for members of the organization. That's all from me. Thank you.
Look great, and I wanna share some idea which is job analysis and job functions, employment analysis and work function that employees will do during this COVID-19. Each employee should know how to work and explain what to do. The analysis of these jobs is divided into three components, namely jobs content, employment needs, and the context of employment. Although the importance of humans analysis should not be stressed, it should be seen as a return point for good human resources management. During this season, job analysis teams up most of the organization operational activities through our title and curtain form of employment. They force the complexity in the job analysis process is not forgotten, so that every employee know how to perform their assignment from home, because we ourselves know that the government also seen out work assignment uh, from home to maintain safety. Us an employee should also find out the full function of the work to be performed, what to do, why need to do, and how to do. The next, before starting this analysis, an employee must understand the nature and purpose of doing the work of conducting an investigations. The underlying reason is to identify speech to improve in doing specific jobs. We also as employer need to know the specific job role of us to support an entire operation in the organization. The importance of employment toward organizational strategy as well as relationship that have jobs and position. Hope the employees to understand the matter. In our company, it is employee who can explain the task given so that they can be properly explained without misleading. I guess that is all I want to convey today. I hope employees can understand the situation at this time. Thank you.
That's a good idea, Mr. Adenan. We can also follow this pace of HRP process to make our company goes well during this pandemic. After the organization strategic plan has been developed with the full participation of HR department, the determination of specific future personnel needs can begin. There are three basic phase involved in HRP process. The first phase is concerned with identifying the number and the kind of employees that the firm will need in the future. This is the requirements forecasting stage. The strategic business plan may necessitate the creation of new jobs, the elimination of existing jobs, no changes in jobs, or increase or decrease in organizational position, for example, number of employees. Additionally, the requirement forecast must consider the number of employees who will be lost through normal attrition, such as termination and retirements. The second phase of HRP entails the determination of availability of qualified people to staff the organization of the future. At this time, we must look inside the enterprise to identify individuals who could be promoted or transferred to new jobs or positions. They must also look outside the firm through the examination of demographic data and other factors. To forecast the number of qualified individuals who will be available to meet the future staffing needs, personnel requirements are then matched with personnel availability. Although all steps in the HRP process are crucial, comparing needs and availability is especially important because it identifies the staffing situation that will confront the organization in the future and suggests action that will have to be taken to equate the demand for and supply of human resource. The final phase of HRP is the development of specific course of action to assure the institution that it will have the appropriate number and kind of people in the right place at the right times to carry out the strategic business plan. Okay, that's all about phase of HRP process that can help our company to take or guide our employees during this pandemic. Thank you.
I think you guys are totally right about that, and I prefer that using method of collecting information for human resource planning so that we can understand the situation of our company during this pandemic. There are 4 types of method that I found out can be used in our company during this pandemic, which is observation method, individual and group interview method, questionnaire method, and technical conference method. Okay, first is observation method. Observation method is the method that we can observe what have the employee done, how many times that the employee required to complete the task given, and how does the employee do it. This method is simple and the data that collected is very accurate because the method is observed directly through the employee by face-to-face or video chat during this pandemic. By doing so, we can know the employees' strengths and weaknesses and set an objective for getting better during this pandemic. Second is individual and group interview method. We can use either individual or group method to interview the employees so that we can able to know what have they done in their job and getting idea from the employees during this pandemic. The benefit of these methods is we able to speak with the employees so that we understand their current situation and they are good in their position and well known about their job objective so that we can able to make a meaningful response and or idea. Okay, third is questionnaire method. We can also use this method and to do a survey or any question that faced by all of the employee. there are a lot of advantage of this questionnaire method, which is in a short time can collect a large of number of information about the job, and it save a lot of time compared to other method, because of all of the employees able to participate at the same time. For example, we can have a question about how many people agree work from home, and question like we should give a free COVID-19 test for all the employees for the purpose of safety, so that can make sure the company runs normally and everyone is safe during this pandemic. Okay, last is technical conference method. The technical conference method is created for the supervisor or the expert who possess extensive knowledge about the job. We can get the idea of solution and detail of current situation of the company from this supervisor during this pandemic. Technical conference method is good for data collection because of this group of supervisors normally are quite experienced in this kind of solution. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for all the idea they provided. All of this can have a high possibility to implement to our company during this COVID-19. The things that we show to right now is prepare the paperwork of the idea and wait for the produce to launch it. That's all for today's meeting, and thank you for the cooperation. Thank you.